Hey everybody, Tom Barnish, Chicago scene in the Logan Square neighborhood at Maplewood Brewery, right here, conveniently placed at the end of Maplewood Avenue that literally runs into the highway here. But you might want to add this place to your beer crawl this summer because they're canning something that's going to be coming out this month that you might want to try. They also do other things, but this place is truly Chicago inside and out. I'm going to get a behind the scenes peek at how they do the canning process and what makes them on the Chicago scene. All right, I've made my way inside and I'm talking to Adam. Adam, how are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty well.
What do you do for Maplewood before I get started here?
I'm one of the brewers, but on paper it's the lead brewer of special projects.
And special projects, I would gather, has something to do with, all the stuff that you have going on here. You have a distillery and it's a brewery. And from what I understand, you're one of the first or the first business in Chicago to do both under one roof, right?
Yeah, we're the first brewery distillery, and there's a few of them now, but I won't name them because I don't want to give them free press, right? But
Yeah.
we were the first, and I personally think we do it the best. I think our balance of beer to spirit, and now we're even working on some canned cocktails, so we'll have some ready to drink stuff as well. So we've slowly kind of grown that distillery side when we're honing that whiskey, that age, trying to release the best product. Whereas the beer is a lot faster of a product. So we're able to get that out there, get our name out there, and now I think people are starting to see that distillery side.
So you guys did start as a brewery first, or was it both at the same time?
Both at the same time.
Very cool.
Yeah, we got both. So Adam are not, there's two Adams. So the other Adam, he's a patent attorney, so he's good at paperwork.
Oh, he's a good guy to have on your team when you're doing something like this, right?
Exactly. So when it came to doing the paperwork, he just as soon get it done, and we opened with both licenses.
Somebody would coin that the 5 steps ahead brain, which is a very good thing to be when you're in a business like this. What are they canning right now that they can get later on this month?
Today we're working on, I mentioned some canned cocktails, and today we're doing the third of our series of 3, which is our whiskey sour. We're using a 3-year aged whiskey, so it's not just white whiskey or any other whiskey. We put a high-end 95% wheated whiskey in there. It's really smooth. We add ginger, lemon, orange bitters, and there's another citrus fruit in there. I wish I was a distiller.
That's all right. But for people who might be in the Logan Square area, kind of walking around doing a beer crawl, as they're now calling it everywhere, why should they stop here? What's the thing that you want people to know about Maplewood that makes you guys stand out?
Yeah, I personally love the vibe. When you come down here on let's say Saturday night or a Friday night, and our street is pretty residential, quiet. You have no idea. And then you open the doors, and it's almost like speakeasy vibe, loud and raucous in here. And the bar is just popping, and it's its own little world on the end of a kind of a sleepy little dead-end street.
Yeah, it really is kind of hidden back here.
Really. Sure. So, although we're not a hidden gem anymore because we've been here for a few years, but when you come here and you open that door and it's so quiet outside, loud inside, it almost feels like a hidden gem to you, like your own little secret.
For sure, and I feel like that kind of is what's happening in the back too. I mean, you guys are not a hidden gem, but you're doing everything by yourselves back there. I mean, it's all hands on deck. Well, I was fortunate enough to be out there when you guys were canning, but I was peeking over your shoulder as you were emptying out one of the I don't even know what to call it because I am such a beer. Yeah, there you go.
yeah, the mash tun. So we essentially, just a quick process where what we're doing on the hot side today, the brew team is just brewing a Fizzle Drizzle, which is one of our sour ales. It's an imperial sour, so high alcohol, destined to be pink lemonade flavored.
Cool.
So we do 2 of those, and they'll actually be released in tandem this summer, this month in July. We're doing the blue raspberry was the other, and then the pink lemonade. So 2 nostalgic summertime flavors. And that's what we're brewing today. So you saw me graining the mash out of the mash tun. That's just all the grain that we're putting in there. Heavy oats. We try to make it as big body-wise as possible. A lot of alcohol. It's 8.5%. So
Perfect for Chicago.
I mean, we have to have our high alcohol.
Sure.
So essentially, we mash, get the water, extract all the sugars from that. We bump that into a boil kettle, boil that to concentrate the sugars, affects color, some other things like that. Add hops. This beer is not a hop-forward beer. This is very little. Then we transfer it to the fermenter, and the yeast does the rest of the work from there.
And I also noticed that inside there you have the barrels in here for the all the different kinds of things that you guys do. So it's all kind of in this facility here, right?
Everything, yeah. I mean, our whiskey aging is right over here. Bourbon barrel, like beer aging in the back. I have 3 fooders for wild and sour beer as well. Like I said, we do our clean beer, Fizzle Drizzle, stuff like that. Even though it is sour, it's I say clean, meaning we're not using long-term aging for it. It's a quick process, quick turnaround. And then, of course, the canning side. So we have 2 bright tanks. We're always running cans all the time. So if you come in here during the day, canning line's running. Usually we're brewing kind of both sides of the brewery, all aspects of the brewery.
Yeah, you kind of need to when you're, a size this big, just because there's a high demand, people want to come in. You guys are out there, the doors are open, music's playing, you got Chicago represented everywhere. It's hot and humid in there. I pulled you off the line to give you a little break, but yeah, I know it's humid today, so we're all wearing it really well. But for people, I know that you guys have like food trucks that come here and you do little events like that. Where can people find that kind of stuff? Is there a website you want to give out here real quick?
Yeah. Please check out maplewoodbrew.com. That's our website. Up to date, you can order anything from there. From the beer to the shirts to the glassware to towels. We used to have sweatpants, shorts. Also, just check it out. Maplewoodbrew.com is awesome. And our Instagram. We're Instagram, Facebook, of course, Twitter. But I personally like the Instagram. I think that we are able to kind of show you a small sample of who we are on these one single 1, 2, 3 picture posts a day. So Maplewood Brew on there as well.
Awesome. Or just come down here and have a drink. I mean, they got all sorts of things, not just beer. They have cocktails, everything. But it is very Chicago. You even have the star and an homage to the colors of the flag in your logo there. So that's rules. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And I'll throw one last little tidbit, Easter egg. We always throw the star, the Chicago star, into almost every single one of our designs. And there's usually little pieces of Chicago kind of Easter eggs, like I said, hidden in the design as well.
I'm going to nerd out for that. Yeah, thanks a lot. All right, very cool. Well, thanks a lot, Adam. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
All right, be sure to come down to Logan Square on Maplewood to check out Maplewood Brewing. TBARNAS at WGNTV.com. If you have a suggestion for the Chicago scene, that's TBarness at WGNTV.com. Until then, enjoy the beer crawl in the Logan Square neighborhood, everybody.